Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jay Scotty-san here, back with another video. In today's video, I have 122 cards that I'm sending off to PSA, and only about 5 or so belong to myself. There was a card show in my town this past week, and a lot of people brought a lot of cards from a lot of different places, and a lot of the vendors wanted me to send off cards for them. So let's go ahead and get into this submission. The bulk of it is for my buddy Ralph. Ralph is sending off his first ever submission of just under 100 cards. So I'm really rooting for Ralph here. He brought over his binder, and I went through it for quite a while and picked out everything I thought and I deemed worthy of grading. Got a first edition gray stamp Kadabra there, Shadowless War Turtle, the Blastoise, the Machamp, Charizard, first edition Dark Charizard. Then we have the Aoki Illustrator Error. He doesn't know this, but all three of these are the wrong illustrator, so he'll have some error cards coming back from PSA. PSA pricing is pretty high right now, roughly 20 bucks a card. So if he's sending off 100 cards, you can do the math and easily know that it's about a $2,000 submission. But I believe all of these cards are in tip-top shape. Definitely worth submitting. If they belong to myself, I'd be submitting them. That's kind of how I figured it when I went through the binder. This Charizard looked pretty darn nice. I think it'll get an 8 though because of the centering and print lines. Tag team, Venusaur Egg. This one actually didn't look amazing, but it is a really nice card. I think it'll get a 7. I just felt like, hey, that should be graded. Most of the cards are, the modern ones will get 10s. Hey, and if you have made it this far in the channel, feel free to drop a subscription, of course, but also feel free to drop a comment of how many cards you believe will get 10s in the submission, and you will win a prize or be entered to win a prize if multiple people guess the same number. I will devise a plan on how to decide the winner. Yeah, man, he's got some bangers right here in the middle of this. Bam! Whew. Gonna get some upcharges on those ones most likely, because I think that they all have shots at 10s. But PSA is getting a little bit more strict on their 10s, so we shall see. He's got 2 Leafeons there. And usually I like to put people's submissions all together, but he came over after the card. So these were sent in to me before the card show, and then he's got some in this pile at the end that he gave to me after the card show. But really, really nice submission. I actually pulled this card myself on my birthday not too long ago, and I'm submitting it in the same submission. So there are multiple of the same card in the submission in different spots. And Zorua Pokemon Center. I think this one was like $1,600 in the last PSA 10 sale, which is ridiculous. That would almost pay for the whole submission if he was able to snag a 10. Double Persians, let's go. Latios, and then my buddy Raul actually sent in the special art rare from that. It's in this next pile right here. The next 16 cards belong to my buddy Sky. Sky's sending off some base set holos in pretty good shape, mostly 7s and 8s or so, maybe a few 9s scattered about. He's got a few modern cards as well. Banger. Japanese Terrestrial Festival cards. And then this one's for Raul, Magneton Pokemon Center. Same with this one. He handed me all 3 of these while at the convention that just happened in town. And then my buddy Luis handed me this. He says it's worth a lot of money. I'm not sure. It is a Gundam card, game card. Then we got the Terrestrial Festival for Ralph. And then this Mewtwo GX is also for Ralph. It does have some of those infamous white specks on the back that you do see pretty often from this set, from just the texture being sit on each other. Pikachu and Zekrom. This card is mine. So is the Sudowoodo. I pulled it out of the Hidden Fates tin I opened up on my birthday. This Dialga G level 79 right here, pretty cool. First edition. Jesse and James, this is the hit that I pulled from the tin. And then my Arcanine H2 holo from Aquapolis. I have high hopes for this card. The holo is really clean. A little bit of whitening here and a little bit of whitening there. So really hoping it gets a 9, but I do believe it'll probably get an 8 after all of these modern cards that it's following up in the submission. But I think it deserves a 9, so who knows, I might even regrade it if it doesn't get the 9. But that's it for today's video. Let me know down in the comments how many cards you think will get a PSA 10. Have a good day.